Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Rotten Tomatoes Month here on my channel. Now, tonight I have an independently made movie that I wanted to review that my friend Josh wanted to know my thoughts on. I think it's a badass movie, and it got an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it counts for this month. It is the 2014 independently made like action drama like thriller, The Last Survivors. Stunning Indie Wire, brutal and beautiful LA Weekly, and 4 stars Star Plus. The end is near. Is here. Yeah. This is a better movie than The Force Awakens. I'm going to say that right now to everybody that says, "Oh, you're just living in the past." This movie came out in the year before that movie came out, and it's in a desert, just like in Jakku, which is a bullshit excuse of a Tatooine. It has a female lead, yeah, a female lead, young. And look at this mask. Tell me that mask doesn't look like they stole it in The Force Awakens, because this came out first. This was directed by Tom Hammock. He does a great job with this freaking cast for the most part. I have some reservations with one or two of the cast members, but this is a good movie. I saw this on Showtimes a couple years ago, and I was surprised and shocked how good it was for an independent made movie by Dark Sky Films, and it's only 95 minutes. This movie is an hour shorter than that freaking Drek. Well, less than an hour, like 40 minutes shorter. It's a fast-paced movie. It has some slow spots in the beginning where Haley Lou Richardson is talking to this little boy, Max Charles, who's in the movie. He's a kid actor. And this is the synopsis in case you want to know. At the edge of the expansive barren valley, all that remains of the Wallace farm for wayward youth is a few hollowed-out husks of buildings. 17-year-old Kendall, played by Haley Lou Richardson, can barely recall when the Oregon Valley was still lush. It's been a decade since the last rainfall, and society at large has dried up and blown away. Basically, this is a post-apocalyptic movie. Kendall and the few others that remain barely scrape by while dreaming of escape. When a greedy water baron, Carson John Grise from Taken and Napoleon Dynamite, lays claim to what little of the precious resources remain underground, Kendall must decide whether to run and hide or bravely fight for the few cherished people and things she has left. Co-starring Boo Boo Stewart, yeah, I'll get to that, Max Charles, and genre veteran Barbara Crampton. Yeah, she's always good to watch. The Last Survivors is a suspenseful look at futuristic world where only the most resourceful survive. Indeed. You see how resourceful this girl is? She has a freaking sword. Not a lightsaber, not superpowers coming out of her ass. In the third act, she kicks more ass than anything that the hobo's done in 2 movies and will do in episode 9. Come at me all you want. This is a better character, Kendall, because she's has a girl's name. She's a complete. She's a strong woman, especially at the end where she's in this mud and she's camouflaging and she's killing these people with a freaking sword. It's bloody and R-rated. It's not for kids. And yeah, what my problem with the movie is that I don't think Boo Boo Stewart's a good actor, guys. I didn't watch him in Descendants. I don't like him in Twilight. Days of Future Past, I thought he was forgettable. I'm sorry, I thought he was one of the weakest parts of that movie's cast. And yeah, just not a good actor. When he dies in this movie, I didn't care. I was like, good. A Disney Channel star that dies. Doesn't bother me as long as it's not Dove Cameron. But anyway, yeah. And the film is written well. This is not just some dumb action movie. It's the girl is resourceful. She's badass, and she has a sword and cuts people to slices them open, and is like got a war cry, and it's something believable. That's what I didn't get with Daisy Ridley. I never believed that she was ever this warrior because she can't even. She runs away from everything and then fights at the end because there's no one else that can do it. Really, really. This girl does it with a freaking sword. And she's not a trained martial artist, but she does what she has to do to survive. And that's what I loved about this. And that's why I enjoy movies more like this than Mad Max Fury Road or Episode 7 or 8 or 9 or whatever. Or even Rogue One. Because this is shorter. It does the job well. It has a point. It gives you the freaking things that you want. And it has a badass female lead that is basically what we're going to see in Captain Marvel. A female lead that's not over that shows how strong she really freaking is inside and out. So And yeah, if you haven't seen this movie or heard of this movie, watch it. This will make you forget you ever saw these rehash trilogy, because it's that those are boring and they have nothing to new to offer. This does, and this has a freaking badass teen with a sword, a freaking samurai sword. Yeah, and it's bloody. This is not for kids. And I was lucky to get this movie on DVD because I got it for like a few bucks at Rite Aid, brand new. And the film, yeah, like I remember, it's memorable. I remember her cutting guys to pieces. I remember the scene where she's covered in oil. I remember that she cares about other people. Like Max Charles is her BB-8, and she cares about him because he's a little boy in a desert with no family. So again, she's kind of like the sister figure, and she's very likable and human, and is not overpowered. And they don't try to make her some false messiah, which I like that. And also the movie is, it's only 95 minutes. It goes by real quick. It's painless, and the villains, they serve their purpose, but like I said, the only weak part of the movie to me was Boo Boo Stewart, because I don't think he can act. When he has a gun here, he still dies, so it's pointless. What he does in the movie is completely pointless, but it's a really well made movie, and it proves that a lot of independent work is better than some of the mainstream garbage we get today. And this movie, I could get 10 views for this video. I don't care. Hurley Lou Richardson is totally awesome. I haven't seen Split. I heard she was good in that. There's a movie she's doing with Cole Sprouse that's coming out in March. That looks interesting. And I saw her in a Christmas disaster movie called Christmas Twister. I thought she was sexy in that also, and she was very young at the time. She has a lot of potential. I hope that she gets more roles and not that freaking waste of space. Just saying, but this movie, The Last Survivors, is really awesome. It's fast paced, it's dark, it's bloody, it's not, it doesn't have stupid jokes in it, topical humor, and your female lead is a badass, a real badass, not like the other girls that we've seen in this decade. This is what it's all about. Yeah, female empowerment the right way, not the wrong way. But anyway, that's my thoughts on The Last Survivors. It's a good movie. I want to watch it again. It's got some commentaries, and yeah, it's worth your time. Tom Haddock did a great job directing it, and Jacob Foreman did a good job with the script. It's really tight, and it's very, very well written, and it's not boring. I've seen a lot of boring movies in this decade. This was not one of them. This was awesome, and it lives up to that title there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.